How's it going, everyone? My name is Jennifer. I live in Corpus Christi, Texas. I just thought I'd do a video today. I have a lot of thoughts on my mind about tornadoes, hurricanes. I was here for Harvey. We evacuated to Laredo. A lot of people evacuated to Houston and Rockport, and those are the areas that got hit pretty hard. Last couple days, there's been a lot of tornadoes in Oklahoma that just started, Kansas, some parts of Texas, I think. Anyways, I don't usually make videos on anything, but I got to thinking, a lot of people that go through tornadoes or hurricanes and they get buried in their house or their basements, and then they're trying to shout for help or make noise to get out. I was thinking, well, as part of our survival kits, I think we should have like little metal whistles. You know, you remember Rose on Titanic? She couldn't be loud enough for the rescuers to get her. So what she did, she swam over and grabbed the whistle from the other guy that was floating there, and she blew that whistle until someone found her. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I should get some whistles, add those to my survival kits, you know. Make sure not to just get one, but maybe I should get one for each of our family members, because what if we're separated or someone gets sucked away? Like, say we're in a tornado and we get in the bathtub, but we all get scattered. Like, at least we could all have a whistle to blow. That's an idea. Was also thinking about those manholes, the sewers. If it's not raining when a tornado comes, maybe you could go down there. You don't have a cellar or basement or a storm shelter. You could possibly go into a manhole. I read somewhere online that a man did survive, but then in another situation, a woman and her kids recently got a tornado warning in Oklahoma, and they died. They did not live because they thought the tornado was coming and didn't even hit their area, and she and her 3 children were washed out through the sewer system. They all drowned. So you really have to think quickly when you're making these decisions, because we're all nervous and anxious and scared, and if you don't have your plan in order right away and you don't know what you're going to do, and you make too quick of a decision without thinking about it, it could be catastrophic for you, your kids, your family, neighbors, friends. I think I'm going to go ahead and get those whistles. I'm going to have to maybe Walmart sports section, find some little metal whistles and add those to our survival kit. Also, Corpus Christi didn't get a lot of structure damage. It did get some. It was going to be ground zero for Harvey until Harvey decided it was going to swerve off the other direction and take out all those other cities, unfortunately. You also want to have money saved up to gas up, or have gasoline already stored somewhere if you're able to store it, because when we made it to the gas station, there was very long lines. I ended up cutting someone off to get gas, and they didn't move their vehicle quick enough. Everybody was cutting each other off, and there was only super left. And so I got the gas, I filled up my tank. Shortly after that, there was no gas. And then, I'd say 4 or 5 days after the storm, when we came back into the city, all the street signs were blown off the freeway. There was nobody on the freeway. Everything was deserted. There was no water on the shelves. I think I saw maybe 2 Gatorades at Walmart. That was it. Everything was sold out. So you have to have your water, you have to have your canned foods, you need to have a can opener, you need to have, in my opinion, a whistle, if you're going to board up your windows, the lumber sold out too. So I would suggest get your wood ahead of time to board up your windows, because the hardware store sold out of plywood to board up the windows. So people were taking parts of their fencing, their wooden fences, and they were helping each other board up their windows. Sorry, I have to check on my daughter. She's taking a bath. Anyways, have your wood, have your screws, have your drill gun to board up your windows if that's what you're going to do. I keep a list on my wall right there of what I need, my evacuation list. It says tent, lanterns, flashlight, wind-up radio, first aid kit, birth certificates, ID, driver's license. I get food stamps, so food stamp card, assuming you'll be able to use it. I have my lease, water, snacks, change of clothes, diapers, wipes, toys, cell phone and charger, and emergency gas money. And then I also get a map, because if, let's say, cell towers go down and you can't use your GPS, you might want to have like an actual paper map as to where you're evacuating to. A lot of the freeways were cramped. I didn't go that direction. A lot of people headed east, where I headed northwest. Was it northwest? Yeah, it was northwest. When we came back, there was a lot of down power lines, broken trees. One of my neighbors that stayed, he's a vet, and he stayed with his two sons. They boarded up the windows. As you can see, these are pretty big windows. They boarded up, but he said he would never do that again. That was the scariest thing he had ever been through, that he was, excuse my language, shitting bricks. Electricity out for, I think we were out of electricity for like 12 days in our area. Some parts lost power, other parts didn't. There's no telling which parts are going to have electricity, which parts aren't. There's no basements or storm shelters where I live, because I'm just a few blocks from the beach, and I don't really get tornadoes. I mean, I think there's been one or two over the last 10 years, as far as what I've seen on YouTube, but doesn't mean that one can't happen. Just like with earthquakes, just because you don't get them in your area doesn't mean that it won't happen. Anything can happen anywhere at any time. So I've just been in like a lot of thought lately. I watch the Weather Channel almost daily, unless I drive myself crazy with it, then force myself to either turn the TV off or change channel to something else. But things you might want to have in your car ready to go would be your first aid kit, a couple days supply of food. Some of the Red Cross centers, where I went originally, I went to Salvation Army in Laredo. They don't take children. Salvation Army only helps adults. They said we were welcome to eat there, we could feed the kids there, but that the children were not welcome to be there. So I'm not going to get into that right now. It's whatever. I ended up backtracking, going to Bruni, where a high school had set up a red shelter area, but we were the first ones there. They had like these gray wool, I would call them prison blankets, and little blow-up pillows. And the blankets, they didn't keep you warm. I would suggest bring your own pillow, your own blanket. Make sure you have a change of clothes. Shoes, not sandals, but actual shoes. See what else. I mean, if you don't like typically keep a lot of stuff in the trunk of your car, then that'd probably be, you probably could have your stuff in your car, especially during like hurricane season, or if you live somewhere where there's tornadoes, just keep something stored back there. It's not going to hurt. I mean, as long as it's not rolling around or getting underneath your foot pedal, then you should be fine. But I would keep, first aid kit. Oh, can opener, because I brought like a bunch of cans and then I had no way to open them. So I learned that one. Can opener. You're going to want a can opener, matches, toilet paper. Because what if where you go doesn't have toilet paper? Just whatever you'd probably take with you going camping. If you were going to go camping for a few days, take all that. But make sure you take your birth certificates, social security cards, family photos. I took all my family photos. I even took them off the wall and stuck them in a duffel bag and tied them to the roof of my truck, along with my laptop. You want to take all your stuff that is irreplaceable if you can fit it. If you can't fit it, then just you and your kids and whatever little things that you can grab. Your pets, if you have pets, I would take their leash, a carrier. I have a collapsible carrier for my Shih Tzu. It collapses so I could slide it in between or underneath stuff, so it doesn't take up a lot of room in the vehicle. I think it was like $20 at Walmart. It's like, you know, those like wire clothes hampers, like that's what the sides are made out of, and then the front's like plastic and the metal doors. Go get back in the tub. Where's your baby? Where's your baby? In the bathtub?
Yeah.
Go get it. No, we're not gonna get another one. I love the weather here in Texas. It freaks me out because I'm from California. But in California, you don't get rain. You don't get clouds. Not in Southern California, at least, like maybe twice a year. So I love the thunderstorms. I love watching it. But, you know, I'm educating myself on different things like lightning storm, don't be in the ocean, you get electrocuted, just different little things. I just want everybody to prepare for if there's another hurricane. Experts say that 2018 will be just as bad as 2017 with at least 2 major hurricanes making landfall, but they didn't really say where, but I think it was the Gulf area, but that could be anywhere between like Florida and Texas along the coast of Mexico. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I didn't even unpack my family photos from Harvey. Like, they're still packed up in the duffel bags in the closet because I didn't want to unpack them and then have something happen. So I was just a little traumatized from that. So I have them packed up, but I am going to take them out and eventually rehang them. Since we're already close to hurricane season, I'm probably just going to leave them packed until this hurricane season is over. Then I'll unpack them. I mean, the adrenaline rush of running once a year for a hurricane isn't, you know, that bad. It's something to do. Anybody that lost their home or family members, loved ones, friends, my condolences go out to you. Rockport High School is getting a new gym through, I believe it was Lowe's and the Ellen DeGeneres show. They got that covered just recently. It was on TV, which is great. They're going to get a new gym. During Harvey, there was either a senior center or a retirement home where these elders, they were abandoned there by the staff, and I guess 10 staff members ended up getting arrested for abandoning them and not evacuating them. That was pretty bad. If you have a loved one that's in a retirement home, I wouldn't assume automatically that who's ever running it is going to do the right thing. We're all human. We all make mistakes, and some of them, you know, can cost us our freedom if we make the wrong decision to go ahead and leave people who are not able to defend themselves, you know, behind during a time of disaster, crisis. So if you have someone in a retirement home or a RV, trailer home area, like park, any older loved one that may or may not have transportation or may be staying somewhere else, make sure that you have a plan to go get them, or make sure who's ever taking care of them has a plan as to what to do if something like that happens and they need to be evacuated, that everybody's on board with the same thing. Turn around, don't drown. We all know that one. I'm not gonna lie, I am traumatized from Hurricane Harvey. Even though my family was not directly impacted, I feel for all the families that were, and I think that we can all do better to prepare ourselves and not to rely too much on, not to sound bad, but the government, because the government, I mean, if you're calling 911 or you're calling all these different numbers in a time of crisis, like that, you're not the only one calling. Hundreds of people are filling up those phone lines, and I just think it's best that everybody already knows what to do. Find your way in and out of the city, which roads are going to be congested, which roads aren't taken. If you know a secret back road, can you take that? Is that area going to be flooded? Is it going to be damaged, blocked off? Like, know it ahead of time. And everybody needs to be signed up for the alerts, for the storm alerts, the amber alerts, the imminent threat, severe weather alerts. And everybody needs to be periodically checking in with the Weather Channel, because, like, I saw the storm coming from like 3 weeks out before it turned into anything. There's this guy, he has his own channel. It's Thor News. He's great. He gave everybody the heads up on that. So anyone in our area who watches his channel would have had like days and weeks in advance notice to prepare and get ready. But I think we all should be getting ready anyways. I'm just rambling. I need to get that baby out. Tell me what to do. If you guys have any suggestions on what else could be a good, thing to take with you, wind up radio, definitely going to want to take your gun. Take your gun, your bullets, your knives, your baseball bat, whatever you have to defend yourself, because people will try to steal from you. They will try to steal your car. They will try to steal your luggage off the top of your car. They will try to rob you for your money, because ATMs are down. Everybody's on their own pretty much in a time of crisis. And when I say they, strangers, whoever, if they want to steal your stuff and they have that mindset, they will try to do so. And you want to be prepared for that. Even if it's just a can of mace, pepper spray someone who's trying to steal your keys out of your hand, when you're stepping out of your vehicle, whatever the situation is, just be fully prepared. I would bring, those little throw pillows for the couches? I would probably get like some of those to take with, because they don't take up a lot of space in the vehicle. Little throw pillows, blankets, shoes, clothes, your medicines. You got to take your medicines, your inhalers, your pain pills, whatever, heart medication, thyroid medication, cholesterol. You want to have extra. Like, you don't know when the pharmacy is going to be back open again, or when you might be able to see a doctor. Shampoo, hygiene, and towels, because where I went there was no towels, and I forgot. I didn't even think to grab a towel, and there was no towels. At least for the first few days there was no towels, and then somebody brought in like a bunch of towels, donated towels. But it was nuts. Diapers, wipies, you want to be have it in your vehicle ready to go. I don't know. You all already know all this stuff. I just don't feel right now putting my 2 cents in. And the whistle thing, I haven't heard anybody talk about getting a whistle. And every time I think of, like I told my mom jokingly but still seriously, hey mom, if the big one hits, talking about the earthquake in California because that's where she's living, I'm like, you're gonna need a whistle, mom. And she's like, whistle for what? If you're buried under the rumble, you're gonna want to blow your whistle like Rose did in Titanic. And she's like, I don't want to be the only idiot blowing a whistle. I said, mom, probably be so quiet you'll hear me blowing mine from Texas. It was funny, but it wasn't funny. I think I'll probably buy her one, have her keep it in her purse. She'll probably keep it on her. I keep a flashlight right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's blue where my lights go out. And then those 2 black things, they're battery operated candles with a mirror backing. And so if the electricity goes out here, thunderstorm, whatever, I just click those 2 on. These are candlelight holders, but it works good to hold a flashlight too if the diameter is wide enough for it to just slide on in. So I keep one there. I keep a flashlight in my purse as well. Yeah. I stocked up on a lot of canned foods with the opener already on the top. I can show you guys. Let's see. And a lot of macaroni and cheeses too. They say they put us on a boil during Harvey, and I was like, okay, well, there's no electricity. How can I boil my water? And then you could use your barbecue pit to boil water. But what I do is I get these for the kids. This is macaroni or mac and cheese. The baby likes this one, you see it has the can opener on the top already. And I get a lot of SpaghettiOs. Ravioli. I was stocked up on peanut butter like jelly because you can always eat peanut butter jelly. So I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 peanut butter jellies, and I had somebody over and they opened like 5 of my freaking peanut butters. I have to buy new peanut butters, but I tried to get the see, this is the ABC ones with the can openers on top. Because that's what I'm gonna pack if I have to go, because the kids can eat that. They don't even care. Like, they'll eat it cold. Oh, you can also get these jalapenos with the can opener on top, and that's kind of cool to take with you. You know, if you like spicy food, you can take it with you. And I usually stock up on a lot of top ramens. Kind of out of those right now. I know this doesn't look like a lot. It really doesn't. I got my ragu in the back, and I usually have like a bunch of canned peaches. Down here I have like popcorn and stuff. The baby put a lid in the cat's water and put a soda down there, but excuse my kitchen. I keep my seasonings in here. You're probably not going to take seasonings with you on the road though, but like bags of popcorn, you could probably take that if you could find some place in the microwave. So that's that. Then I got like freaking 5 mustards up here, cereal. I usually have everything like super stocked. Condiments, that's all oatmeal. This is coconut oil. You can cook with that too. Not a lot of people buy coconut oil. But this drawer is all filled with noodles. This is also all noodles. And this one up here is all macaroni and cheese. And then I don't even know what I have in those drawers back there, but I'm sure I have something. Then for a while I had a bunch of more boxes of cereal. I think the kids got into them and just started taking the boxes to their room. Oh, and another thing, you want to keep like your stuff close by to the front door if you can, so you're not having to like shuffle and look for things. This, I have the baby's bag of clothes right here, mine right there, and then I have like 3 bags of like family photos and important documents. And I can't remember if this bucket would go with me or not. I think it would. Also, if you have a portable DVD player to keep the kids entertained, whether it takes batteries or a charger, I don't know, you could always like take DVDs on the road with you. Or if you have the digital Movies Anywhere app, and you use those codes to get your movies put on, then you could do that as well. The baby likes to play with my cell phone, mainly for YouTube and to watch the movie Trolls. She's obsessed with it. It's cool because it keeps her entertained while I'm driving or whatever it is I'm doing. But yeah, that's my video, and I'll probably make a better one later and delete this one. But for now, bye guys.